Now we're going to look at what happens with ball position and the side on and on top grip. Mike Adams and E.A. Tischler brought us the side on and on top grip. We're going to show you how it relates to each core region. Jay is now standing on one of his low core numbers, right? Mm-hmm. So you'll notice that if you put your hands up like this, Jay, when you do this you want to stand tall. And if Jay was just to rotate while he's standing on a low core number, rotate slowly, you'll see where he gets stuck. Now if you stay right there, Jay, that's called an on top position, by the way. You'll notice when you go on top, your elbows go out. Now we're going to move them to a side on. And you notice your elbows start to come in a little. Okay, now you got any more? A little bit. Now we're going to go to an under position, which is really the matching. You can see how it's matching now. And as you go under, elbows are going to be tucked in. The low core player is using the hips. Right elbow is implanted here in the downswing, and everything's working through with the lower body. So there are variations. If you go back to square now, Jay. Jay, I want you to go to an upper core, say, 11 and a half. Sure. Okay, now leave your hands under. So this is where Jay was, where he had full rotation. In the lower core, lower being navel to pelvic floor, is now sternum to neck, is the upper core. So Jay, from an upper core position, if you had, this would be, say, a strong right hand, for example, on the club, and a weak left. So Jay, go ahead and go, show us how far you can go. So he's stuck. Now, we're just going to reverse, go to that on top position. You saw this in the power video. We're going to go even more on top. And now, Jay, how much more rotation? So you can see, is that 90 degrees? So Jay has 90 degrees of rotation on top. Let's go back and go to a side on position. Now, this is side on. If you just rotate that palm over. This is side cover. This is on top. This came again, E.A. Tischler and Mike Adams. Mike and E.A. actually had a cover article on Golf Magazine, I think April of 2014. That's side on, side under, and under. We can match each of these to various regions of the core, but we're looking in general at the three core regions. So an on top position, on top again, Jay, is an upper core. Now let's just see how much rotation again. You can see the freedom Jay has. If he gets a strong right hand, and now go ahead and go back, strong right and weak left. There you go, now rotate. He's going to be restricted in his rotation. So it's not just the angle, which you're going to be talking about angle. It's also the on top and under position and how the placement of the hands. You want to have that right hand more on top. A couple of things will set you more on top. We'll go to that here in a little bit. Jay, if you go to a mid-core position now. So now we're between sternum and navel. As you probably heard us say, the mid-core is a hybrid of the lower and the upper. So it depends on where you are in the mid-core. So Jay, that's side on. Let's see how much you have. Is that 90? Okay. Close. Okay, then let's do a little bit of a side under there. There it is. So just you'll find the subtle rotation. I'm just going to tell you exactly the configuration of the hands on the club. So let's go to an on top there. So again, mid-core on top, and Jay's going to be stuck. You feel it? Okay. Let's go to an under position. Side under worked. We get too strong with that right hand, too weak with the left. He's stuck in his rotation. So all of these are factors that are going to impact rotation in the swing. Let's take a look while we're at it. We've talked, you feel the elbows in? I want you to go here. Now notice the elbows come out. So there are a couple of factors that go here. Let's go to an upper core. Let's go all the way out to, there you go. And I want you to grip that bat and get set at the plate. Look at Jay's elbow. He's at the plate. Now Jay, just from there, move to, that's another low core right there. Now look where his elbow just went. So the position of the arms and hands have everything to do. You feel the settling? Let's go back to that upper core number. Not only do we see this in every sport and where we are, we also see it with a putter. Is this the one you were using here a while ago?
Yes.
I want you to watch Jay's elbows. Now Jay's a low court player, so stance with, let's go to a narrower low court position, wherever you want to go for the putter, just as long as it's low court. Now watch his elbows with the putter. See the placement of his elbows. Now go to upper court, and just let your arms go where they naturally want to go. And you'll see now, so we see different instruction models coming out. Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Okay, now, it looks pretty extreme. Now go to 14 and there you go. He's back to low court. You feel him settling in.
Mm-hmm.
So the position of your arms has everything to do with your core region, whether it's in the full swing or putting stroke. All right, Jay, thank you. Let's take a look at ball position. You've looked at pivot. We know, for example, that upper court player pivots around the left side, the mid court player pivots around the center, and the low court player pivots around the right side. So we put players in different stance widths. You'll see their posture change. You'll see the ability to pivot and rotate. All of that changes. Now, Jay, we're in an upper court position. I want you to go to an on-top position and just take it to the top. Okay, now when you come through, tell me if that ball position, you notice how forward the ball position is. How's that feel?
It actually feels pretty good.
Okay, right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now with upper court players, if we move this ball more centered, so go ahead, you're not going to get to it, are you?
No.
So what happened? Now put that right hand on top. Now pivot around that. Where are you going? Where do you have to go on the downswing? You got to come back, or you're really working hard. You got to drop under to get to it. Now, interestingly, you're going to find some of your upper court players need to have, when they first start working with this, they need to have that ball forward, especially if they have a strong right hand, because that's how they're getting to it. That right hand a little under, which is what you just did. I don't know if you noticed that or not. You had to bring that right hand down a little bit. So a very strong right hand is going to require a back ball position, even for that upper court player. And their tendency is going to be to get here and then back to get back to the ball, to get under. So they're going to lose power, they're going to block it, they're going to hit it out to the right. As a rule, they're going to lose everything out to the right as they come through. Let's go to a low court position with a forward ball position. Now, well, first of all, let's go where we believe it needs to be. Nice center to center back. Now go ahead with that low court position and tell me if you're able to get back to the ball. He's in a low court stance with, turn back through. How's that feel?
That's great.
Perfect?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get it back here a little further and see how that feels. How's that feel?
Still feels okay.
Still feels okay? You're coming through with the side on. Notice that? Your delivery just changed. So you had to get through and drag a little bit. Get there. Well, let's go back here and let's see where if that doesn't stay. Hold that under position to the top of the backswing. This is that teaching we all did, carry the tray. Is that easier to get to there? So the delivery is a little better in that forward position. Otherwise, if your grip is more of a side on. One of the things that helps though with a low court player and a mid court, they're setting secondary tilt. So even if that right hand's a little on top, they set it under naturally with the secondary tilt as everything gets ahead. So it's easier for them to find. Upper court players, very straight up and down. So if they're at all under with that right hand, they're going to struggle. So let's take a look now. Mid court. You tell me where the ball needs to be. Is that ball a little back?
It is.
Okay. Tell me where you want it.
Right there.
Not too far forward?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if what the side on does now. That it?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a very side on position in the delivery coming through. You're starting to see the matching now of pivot, of ball position, of on top, under. All of these factors are working together to get your player back to the ball. And ball position is a tremendous factor here. If that ball gets too far back again with that upper core player, they'll have to go back to it, and they're going to change their delivery action for the ball. So, okay.